McCann. I'm the director of Dance in the Parks, and we're here with Robert McKee, the latest choreographer, to set something on the company for our 2012 season. Robert McKee is a former dancer with Giordano Jazz Dance Chicago. He's adjunct faculty at Columbia College, and he is currently the co-director for Framework Dance Chicago. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Framework?
Yes, Framework Dance Chicago rehearses at Intrigue Dance Studio. It's on Michigan and Roosevelt, and it's made up of pre-professional dancers looking to kind of expand their repertoire with different forms of dance. We try to get them in the commercial industry as well as concert dance industry to kind of further their career and their knowledge, so that when they're ready to kind of go into the professional world, that they have a lot of experience as well as things on their resume to add to that.
Smart. And if people want to find Framework, is there a website?
Yes, it's Framework Dance Chicago.
Excellent. .com? Okay.
Yes.
So the piece that you have reset on us existed before. It's called Autumn Falls Down. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the piece?
Yes, Autumn Falls Down. Well, at first I was inspired by the music. I really enjoy the band. The band is called Beirut, and Zach Condon is the composer. He writes a lot of their music, which is really fantastic. And it brought to me a feeling, and I realized that the feeling had to do with the seasons. And so it's a particular feeling that I had, kind of going with, season changes and leaves falling, and kind of more in depth with that is how that makes you feel when that's happening. And it's enjoyable, and it's really interesting to watch. Like, I grew up in Arizona, so I didn't really get to experience that a lot. So it's interesting to watch how your body changes along with everything else around you, and how you close yourself off and how you change.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And it's a really fun piece to dance. Thank you for that.
Sure.
We have a couple of questions that we're going to ask all of our artists, kind of a la James Lipton. We came up with them from suggestions on our Facebook page, from the dancers, from people that I talked to. So we're going to go through these for Robert. Number one, what's your hometown?
My hometown is called Mesa, Arizona, and it's a really fun town. It's like in the mountains and whatever. It's pretty cool.
Excellent.
I like it.
What neighborhood of Chicago do you currently live in?
I currently live in Edgewater. I've lived, I feel like, in almost every neighborhood in Chicago. I'm currently in Edgewater.
Landed in Edgewater.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite guilty pleasure song?
My favorite guilty pleasure song is "Baby Got Back," because I remember when the video came out. When I don't know how old I was, and I was just okay. So I would watch the video, and I thought it was just the funniest video I'd ever seen. I mean, there's gigantic butts in the background. Let's just be honest.
Definitely a guilty pleasure.
Yes.
For sure. What was your worst side job?
My worst side job, I worked in a factory once in Connecticut. And I did some manual labor of, we had these metal pieces that we had to insert into brackets and break them and put the next one in and break them and put the next one in. So I did that for hours upon hours with a seat that didn't have a back to it, so my back would be absolutely screaming after an hour, then I'd have to go dance after that. That was exciting.
That's a hard side job. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite non-dance activity?
My favorite non-dance activity would be, I really like movies. Yeah. I really like to see a lot of movies. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Recent favorite movie?
I like adventures and like different movies. So I saw the movie Chronicle, and I thought it was really interesting because it played this kind of almost superhero thing. Like, what would happen if a real person came onto something like that? Like, how would you deal with it? Because it's more like a psychological thing, I think.
Cool. I'll have to look it up. Mm-hmm. What's the worst advice you ever got?
The worst advice I got. You're fine, keep going.
You hear that a lot. I can't deal with you right now.
Yeah,
just whatever.
You're fine, just keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the best advice you ever got?
My dance teacher at home, when I decided that I was going to pursue a career in dance, the first thing she said to me was, "Go, and don't come back." And like my eyes got really big because I didn't understand at first. And then she said, "I love you, but go and don't come back."
Yeah.
And then I understood what she meant, and it was like the best advice and the most loving thing someone said to me. They're like, "You're capable of just go, just go. You'll
If
be
you
fine."
come back, you will disappoint them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's excellent. Good
Yeah.
dance teacher.
Uh-huh.
Right. What attribute do you most admire in other people?
I really admire other people's kind of willingness to just let go and not control everything. I'm not really good at that, which is why I'm a choreographer,
Right.
which is why I used to make up dances when I was 6
Right.
and tell other people
Be
what
the
to
boss
do.
man.
And I was the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at letting go.
Yeah.
I'm good at
You can
control.
admire it in others when you see it, though.
It's great. I love it.
I like it. And the last one, what was one live performance moment that affected you?
Live performance moment. Actually, when I got to tour Germany, dancing for other audiences in other countries was really exciting for me because they would come backstage and they didn't even speak the language, but you could see and feel how much love they were giving to you and how much they appreciated you without even knowing what they were saying. So I thought that was like the most powerful experience I've ever had.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Robert McKee, thank you so much for talking with us.